confusing ego as your confidence. They're not the same thing. And no lines are getting blurred between the two because of overconsumption with social media. Everyone is somewhat competing, comparing, or even faking what they have to get some form of validation. But that is certainly not confidence and not how you build confidence.
I always drive with confidence!
Welcome back to my channel, I'm Vivian Viv. Confidence is somewhat your attitude with accepting your skills and your abilities. It's acknowledging also your strength and also your weaknesses and being okay with it. More importantly, you still have a more positive view of yourself and you're able to still set goals, set realistic expectations, communicate assertively, and more importantly, you're able to handle criticism. Self-confidence is what empowers you to make hard decisions and also builds self-knowledge, while the ego tries to prevent you from acknowledging any weaknesses you might have. In reverse, self-confidence gives you the strength to acknowledge these weaknesses. Confidence can be built, whereas for ego, it is inherent, but it can be definitely shaped for the better. There is no reason to think that you're unimportant or practice false humility. We just need to know your worth and know how to leverage your worth. And along the way, help others do the same.
Yes!
How do you know when your ego is at play? Here are a few signs that tells you that your ego is at work. Fear. If your inner voice is speaking from a fearful or anxious way, you can bet it's ego. Intuition does not come from a place of fear, but scarcity. When you feel insecure, lacking, and have a scarcity mindset, it's all driven by ego. So what to do if you realize your ego is at play? Here are 7 tips in how to get yourself in the right mindset and kill that ego.
Yeah!
Step 1. Take responsibility. Focus on the aspects of life which you can change. Taking responsibility for these aspects will give you a sense of control. For example, if you didn't make your bed this morning, do it now. Step 2. Stop beating yourself up. Life is pretty tough, and everyone makes mistakes. If you know you're already doing the best you can, that's all that matters. That's enough. Tip 3. Focus on growth. The outcome doesn't matter as much as the transformation that's happening. As long as you're constantly growing as a person, and I'm not talking about just height, but inside you, the outcome will follow. Tip 4. Take good care of yourself. Don't feel ashamed for taking time off. Do something you enjoy and don't feel guilty about it. You're allowed to live your life the way you want it to. If you are not happy, then eventually things will fall apart. Tip 5. Don't speak badly of yourself. Be positive to yourself. The words you use is so important. It becomes a part of your identity. Your brain registers every single thing you say. And if you keep telling yourself that you're not good, of course it sinks in. And you subconsciously will believe it. Thereby, your confidence will go down the drain. Tip 7. Don't value too much of other people's opinions, whether it's good or bad. Because once you care too much about the good opinions, that's also when it impacts you on how you receive bad opinions from others. You can appreciate compliments and constructive feedback, but don't dwell on the opinions. Don't allow this to become the validation of your own self-worth. Comment below if you have ever come across someone with a big ego. Let me know how you dealt with it. Or vice versa. Comment below if you have caught yourself getting into an ego mindset. And how did you deal with that? And I hope today my 7 tips will help you guys acknowledge when you're slowly getting mixed up with ego versus confidence and how to overcome that in your headspace with killing that ego. Once we put down the ego, that's when we're truly going to be happy. Don't let that ego drive us. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you guys all next week. Bye!
我按下快门，记录着甜蜜。我会照顾你所有小情绪，和丢兵把这首天歌开启。想对你说的也会在歌里。我不想拜拜拜拜 ，say bye bye。我知道你也不想走开。我不想拜拜拜拜 ，say bye。